Hey everyone, and welcome to our latest PILCast episode. I'm Tracy Harriet with The Pill, and in this episode, you are going to hear from Manuel Miranda Santiago, a contracting officer from the DHS Office of Inspector General. Now, in today's PILCast, you're going to hear about how Manny and his team used an innovative technique called market research demonstrations to understand the commercial marketplace before they issued their solicitation. So let's dive on in.
The information discussed in this PILCast episode are merely opinions and do not constitute formal policy or legal guidance of any kind.
Manny, welcome to our PILCast.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So you are here to share a bit about a recent acquisition that your team awarded at the end of FY24. So can you tell us a little bit about what your team was buying?
Sure. So our team was looking to consolidate or acquire a consolidated case management system. It was the first time that it was being implemented across the agency, all of it, to include all departments. That's the goal, right? So, and there's obviously an implementation and process, but so there were some difficulties in trying to be able to get everybody on the same system, but still meet everybody's needs, which, every department has a different need.
All right. So you said this is a new requirement for your office, right? So this is the first time you guys have tried to put this kind of holistic case management solution in place for the OIG workforce. So let's think about your market research phase. So what was important for your team to understand about the commercial marketplace?
So the first thing we needed to establish was, what contract vehicle we're going to be using, what FAR part we're going to be using. We didn't know. So we immediately, our customer had done some research on their own, and they identified that there were some capable vendors on GSA. So we went ahead and we put out an RFI. In our RFI, we posted the draft RFQ, which we also put out an invitation for vendors that were interested for a virtual industry day / demo, since we're buying software, and we didn't know we know what we needed the software to do, but we needed to verify if we were asking things that were not readily available on the marketplace.
Okay, so you issued an RFI, but in trying to be as transparent as possible with the with industry, you were like, here's kind of the draft of what we're looking for. Here's our RFQ. Here's kind of everything we know today, but we still need information from you. So you said that they could sign up for an industry day or demo. So what did that look like? What was the reason to add that piece onto your RFI?
Well, the first thing was we really needed to see what was out there, in a broad aspect, right? We really needed to see, because like I said, our customer had some demos done, but it was a couple of companies, but we needed to open it up to everybody, right? Try to be fair. And so what it looked like was, we also asked for feedback on our RFQ, right? And our statement of objectives, which we were working on. So they were going to be, one of the deliverables was going to be the performance work statement on this. So they went ahead, they submitted their questions, and with that, they submitted yes, we would like to have an industry day / demo with you. And we established some guidelines. You can have a PowerPoint, but we also need to have at least a demonstration of, and you only have 1 hour, and we would prefer that the demonstration take most of the time, blah, 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 kind of giving them some guidelines so that they don't just provide us with a PowerPoint, right? That would defeat the purpose of the demonstration.
Yeah. Okay, so what I hear you say is you released the RFI. There was an option for interested parties to kind of set up like some one-on-one time to kind of showcase and demonstrate their product to you. It was already built into your schedule, so you had already reserved and made sure you had the right people in the right places for that kind of 1 week-ish time frame. Now, when they came, so you said they might have demonstrated via PowerPoint, also their tool. But you guys did something else pretty interesting in understanding the market and making sure that market understood you in those sessions. So what else did you guys do in those sessions to make sure you both were understanding the requirement the same way?
So yes, we had a statement of objectives, right? And it was a draft version. It was the final draft, but we wanted to make sure that everybody understood. And when we were seeing a lot of the capability statements and a lot of the questions were geared towards investigations. They also have auditing, inspecting, we have acquisitions. And we needed to make sure that they understood that we were not just looking for an investigation case tool, which initially in the first session, our program manager, we came out of the meeting and we said, I don't think they're understanding what we're asking for. And then on the second one, we went ahead and our program manager started asking the question. First she would say, as an introduction, this is what we are looking for. We're looking for X, Y, and Z. Is that what you understood from what you read in the RFI? And 9 times out of 10, the vendors did not understand the full capability that we were asking for. We were asking for almost an enterprise solution, but they weren't seeing that. They were just thinking about, oh, it's an OIG, it's for an investigations case, which is normally what you would see out in the market. So it's understandable.
All right. So you were able to have a bit more dialogue to make sure that when you got that final RFQ out, that you were more clear, your requirement was more clear as to what you were looking for. And that one-on-one dialogue during those demos helped your team understand kind of what the other side was seeing, reading, hearing, understanding.
Correct.
Which I think that's awesome. I mean, anytime there's opportunity for one-on-one dialogue, I think that's great. All right. So Manny, I just want to thank you again for stopping by to join us for the PILCast today, sharing your story with our audience. Really exciting stuff that your team did in getting this case management solution awarded for OIG. Looking forward to working with you again in the future. So for those out there listening, let us know what you think in the comments. Have you used market research demos? Have you had these one-on-one discussions to clarify your requirements before you release a solicitation? Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe so that you get all of the updates when new PILCasts are released. Thanks for stopping by.